Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel, Editing Mindset. In this video, we're covering something both useful and important, so let's get started. There was once a beautiful peacock named Viki. When he spread his tail, the village square would burst into color, and the voice inside him always whispered the same thing. They see me. They like me. That's enough. A few steps away from Viki's spot, beside the old barn, a donkey worked quietly. No one called him anything special. Most people didn't even know his name was Mace. He was just the donkey. Grey, ordinary, dusted in the day's work. But he was up before the first sound of morning touched the village. He carried water. He hauled grain. He pulled wood beside the farmer in the field and at the market. Nobody watched him. Viki knew this, and knowing it made him feel good about himself. But what Viki didn't yet know was that this summer would change everything he believed about who he was. Some are born to be admired. Some are born to be needed. The world rarely tells you which one lasts. Summer arrived with the harvest, and the village grew busy. The fields ripened. But something was missing. Rain. Days passed. The earth hardened. The wells dropped low. Still, Viki came to the square every morning and spread his tail wide. The villagers glanced, but only for a moment, already moving on to something more urgent. They're just busy, Viki told himself. Once the harvest is done, they'll look again. One day the donkey passed by, pulling a heavy water barrel. Viki watched him struggle under the weight. Why carry something so heavy? No one even says thank you, Viki thought. The donkey stopped and looked back at him. They don't have to, he said simply. They're thirsty. That's enough. Viki stayed exactly where he was. He'll wear himself out for nothing, he thought. That's not how the world works. The drought tightened its grip on the village, and Mace had already made his choice. Viki just hadn't noticed yet. Every day the donkey walked that same road. Morning, midday, evening. He brought water. He brought grain. Viki still came to the square, but the square was empty now. They're just busy, he reminded himself. They look again. One morning, he spread his tail. Full. Wide. Magnificent. A child ran past, glanced at him for half a second and called out, "Mother, is the donkey back yet? Did the water come?" Then she kept running. Something in Viki sank. She saw me, he thought, but I didn't matter. That evening, something happened in the square that Viki would never forget. The whole village gathered. One by one they thanked Mace. Slowly, sincerely, truly. An old woman stepped forward and looked him in the eye. "This village is still standing because of you," she said. The donkey simply lowered his head and said nothing. Viki watched from a distance, his beautiful feathers trembling in the wind. No one had time to look at him. Mace didn't work to be seen. He worked to make a difference. That night, Viki finally learned the lesson of his life. His beautiful feathers meant nothing when it counted. What mattered was showing up. What mattered was being useful. Maybe you're going through this too. Maybe you've spent a long time trying to be the most visible, the most liked. But when someone truly needed you, you weren't there. And maybe that's exactly why. Beauty draws eyes. Usefulness holds lives together. Beauty isn't a purpose. It's only a starting point. Hard work outlasts beauty every single time. Not everything that shines has value, and not everything with value always shines. People remember the beautiful, but they never forget the one who showed up when it truly mattered. Beauty is a gift. But it only means something when you are born to give, not to be displayed. Beauty is given. Usefulness is earned. If this story stirred something in you, thank you. Not just for watching, but for staying until the end. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.